this month alone. ETF flows in ETFs are approaching $6 billion. That's the biggest month ever. Total ETFs tracking Bitcoin now around 120 billion. To put that in context, that's about half of what you see the total amount tracking gold, which is about 220 billion. So it's catching up really fast. A year ago at this time, total ETFs tracking Bitcoin was around 10 billion. So massive buying for good reason. We have a crypto president. Remember, knows out like a convert. When he was president, he thought cryptos were a scam. And now he's realizing, oh boy, this basic space tracks the dollar. But Paul, we've had some major double dog dare potential peak signs lately, and I'm really concerned about it. I'd like to tell you about it.
Well, talk more about that, because it looks like it's up about 40% just so far this month. So how much more gas is left in the tank here, and where are you looking at for like resistance and support levels?
Well, there you go, Jess. The key level everybody's looking at, round number, $100,000. I first mentioned it almost, I think it was 4 years ago.
Yep.
Kind of fell off the horse for a little while, but just the diminishing supply, increasing demand and adoption. But there's a key thing So 100,000, very good resistance. It's traded it in futures, but that's a little different. The key thing I'm watching is Bitcoin versus gold. Right now, that ratio, it takes basically about 36 ounces of gold for one Bitcoin. The all-time high is still in place. That was 37 in 2021. But there's one key headline that really struck me yesterday I was really concerned about. It's the lessons you're learning in trading pits. And it's never mess with the market gods, particularly if you have profits. You kind of should be modest about this. Here's a headline in Bloomberg Terminal. Warren Buffett destroying $3 billion a month of Berkshire Capital by not investing in Bitcoin, says MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor. I saw that, and I remember Michael Saylor, he was one of the persons who really kicked over my bullishness in 2020. That was in the back of the Attorney General in New York coming down in Tether in 2019. It all proved how bullish Bitcoin is. But now when you double dog dare markets like that, I think you got to be careful.
So I don't know, Mike, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I kind of think of this as a commodity. How do you, can you put valuations on commodities, or do you, I know in the past you've kind of talked about it in relation to other commodities, in this case, gold.
Yeah, definitely. So I look at versus gold. So one thing I'm about to point out today, Bitcoin's actually dropping a little bit down at just below 9,800, and gold's up over 1%. Part of that is the re-escalation of global tensions, most notably in Ukraine. But you don't. It's diminishing supply, increasing demand and adoption. We get that. That's why I pointed out right away. Massive inflows in ETFs. But one thing about this space, Paul, it's the most widely traded speculative digital asset on the planet ever. 24/7. Come Saturday, Sunday, sometimes I can't stop watching it because it gives you indication what's going on. So everybody trades it. There's massive arb going on. A lot of people got a little bit too short MicroStrategy and got stopped out. Now we have some bigger people doing that, so that got too expensive. But number one thing, I think it's technicals and animal spirits right now.